So I'm like, everything just went my way. And so even the layovers, I'd have like 10 or 15 minutes and just bam, we made it. If there had been any delay, I was like, who scheduled this? There's no way we could have pulled this off. So I get back and the pilot comes on. I'm on the last leg from Atlanta to Monroe, and he's like, we're going to be there 20 minutes early. I thought, you just can't make this up. We started strong. We're changing the world. God's using us. This is awesome. I'm happy. Everything's going great. So we land 20 minutes early. So we ride up there to the
nobody's there to let you
runway,
off.
and he says, ladies and gentlemen, keep your seatbelts on. Since we're here early, there's no one here to set up the gate.
Oh, so many times.
I thought,
so many times I've been there, Jay.
Well, 10 minutes went by. Now 20 minutes went by, which the early part has now evaporated.
That's right.
So then you're like, well, now we're going to get there. Because I was thinking, we're so close yet so far. And I was typing this because people were like, are you there? Or have you landed? Are you back? And I'm like, well,
I'm sitting here.
But, we're doing all this Bible study in the podcast. And what popped in my head was that, and to Phil's point, I started getting frustrated here. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? But I thought about that. Love is patient. Love is patient. And then I just started racking my brain, and I thought, I'm really struggling to find something to love right now in this moment. How? So look, another 10 minutes went by.
So now we're late.
Now I'm technically late, but look, I'm sitting in the smallest aircraft available for a group of people.
And the smallest seat for a person.
And everyone, the people are getting restless.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not going to believe what happens next. This is far from over. So another 10 minutes goes by. So finally, we get out. And I was thinking, freedom, yes. So we get out. And I got this mask on I've had on for hours.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk out of the airport. I was like, yes.
I can breathe.
Oh, well, I'm in the long-term parking. So I get in my vehicle. And since I didn't check a bag, pro move.
You're right out
I'm
of it.
first in line.
Right.
So I pull out. Well, the place where you can put your credit card to pay for your parking, it has a do not enter. So I have to. There's a person in the window, so I have to go in there. That's a huge thing. So I pull up there, I get my I have my ticket, and I'm holding it out, but the window's kind of tinted a little bit, so I don't really look. But I just have my ticket out the window. Well, an uncomfortable amount of time goes by, and I look. I got to looking through the glass.
Nobody there.
No, there's a girl there. She has her head back, her mouth open, as wide as it can go. She's sound asleep. So I went, hey, nothing. It actually crossed my mind.
She might be dead.
Yeah, that I thought, we have a problem. So I looked around and I thought,
Welcome to
you know
Monroe,
what?
boys.
I said, here's a redneck alarm clock for you. I just laid on the horn. So what I didn't realize is she had taken her arms she had a short sleeve shirt on. She had taken her arms out and put them inside her shirt. I guess she was cold. But when I blew that horn, it scared her. And she just started like throwing haymakers inside her shirt, bewildered with her head going back and forth. And
She had had a rough night.
look, it's noon. It's noon. It's not like I came in the middle of the night. It's 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. I was like, what is going on? And look, she looked all bewildered and she said, why'd you blow the horn? I said, I thought you were dead. She said, I was sleeping.
Like, why would you disturb me?
I said, it's 12 o'clock.
And we're at an airport, and you're like taking the payment.
I thought, this is real life. I mean, I have been on a spectacular high. And I was angry at first because she was chastising me for blowing the horn. And I was like,
What'd you call it, redneck alarm?
I kept thinking, do your job. But I didn't want to say that.
Right.
And I gave her the...
Was she young, could you tell?
Yeah, she was young.
Okay.
I'd say maybe mid-20s. And I drove off and I thought, man, life is just hard. I mean, it's hard to have a good attitude and not get mad You can't be on a more spiritual high. And I've had 2 instances.
You went from
here.
the mountain to the valley in about
What I'm saying
30
is,
minutes.
there is a danger. It's mentioned in the Corinthian letter. By the grace given me, I say to every one of you, this is Romans 12, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment in accordance with the measure of faith God has given you. There's a time for seriousness. Life is just not, if you buy into the idea it's just one big celebration, I would say you're kind of missing the point here. You need to be more serious about what has happened. The God of peace is you're no longer at war with him. There's a time to celebrate, but life being what it is, you better get ready for the long haul.